Hello and welcome to another episode of the Red Hot Never Words podcast. I'm your host, Tom Brown, joined as always by my brothers Jack and Tim. And here we are, guys. Another beautiful Monday in New England. The Patriots have won 6 straight games. They are now tied for the best record in I almost said American League. That's later. AFC. They let's be honest. They escaped yesterday. Um, they escaped that game against the Falcons, and I don't know. I will just dive right in. They Drake May is a human, I think, is what we found out yesterday.
Yeah, I liked it for the Patriots that they got tested and the defense made stops and Drake May made a play when he had to, even though it wasn't his best game. The booty injury I didn't think would be as big of an impact on the offense as it
Yeah,
was.
that hurt. That hurt.
Yeah,
But
the
getting tested,
but
I think, was good.
But Tim, I think the booty injury is like kind of goes back to what we said at the beginning of the year with the wide receiver room maybe not
Mhm.
being the deepest. Um, and Booty kind of emerging as the downfield guy that kind of made Atlanta focus in on Hunter Henry and Diggs running those underneath routes that just weren't there. And the offensive line didn't have a great game. I think the two rookies that Atlanta got for their defense are both really good and will be really good for a while. But you're right. They got tested and they passed the test. I mean, they won the game and got tough when they had to. Um, that was a little scary. A little scary
Yeah,
for a
that
second.
third quarter.
I I, um I w- I'm interested to have seen in a different reality. I would have liked to see a little. All right, time to nut up and score. Had he made that extra point, the Falcons kicker, that would have been interesting because the offense stalled after May's first fumble, which
Mm.
kind of shifted everything. They did the opposite of what they'd been doing, where they score right before the half and coming out of the half the last few games. That fumble hurt, and then the Falcons had all the momentum. So I would have been interested to see, can you get down to to field goal range at least in a tie game with the game on the line? But they didn't have to, and then they con- they converted at the end. They did have a pretty rough three and out
Three and out, yeah.
that
And that third
luckily
down play was horrendous. That's the one
that
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 Walker
was
knocked
the
down.
screen.
It was like a
The
swing
wide out
pass.
screen,
So,
or yeah,
yeah,
or it was swing
No, it
pass
was,
to Henderson. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He was going to
yeah,
catch the ball 9 yards away from the first down with a defender on him.
I
yeah.
mean, that's the Josh McDaniels special.
No, yeah.
That's what you get on third and a certain number. You get a play that you're just like, well, that's not going to do it.
And I
Yeah.
mean, Henderson was making the first guy miss, but I just like he was nowhere near the first down marker.
Yeah,
I
no, he
got.
still had a long way to
Can
go.
I at least say I like that he's out there? I know Stevenson didn't play,
Yeah,
but
well, I think that kind of goes right with the booty thing. Like Ramondre Stevenson not being out there hurt them, their offense, from not being able to establish a run game in the second half at all.
he's frustrating because of the
Yeah, because he
fumbles.
fumbles, but he's a
But
good
he's
hard
good.
runner when he's out there.
He's good. He's a good player.
Why is it that
It's
Jennings
Stephen Ridley
got
all over
more?
again.
Why did Jennings get the bulk of the carries in the second half? I don't. Henderson was having a decent half. I mean, he had 50 yards in the
I don't
game.
know.
Yeah, gonna have to talk to Coach Rabel about that. I don't know,
I
but
also I didn't like the Drake May fumble. Obviously, it's Drake May's fault, but I didn't understand what they were trying to do. They didn't have any timeouts, and there was 40 seconds left, and they were on their what 27, I think. Like they weren't getting into field goal range.
Well, I don't know. They've been hitting Pop Douglas like week after week on long passes. They did it again this week. So you do that, you run down, spike it. That doesn't take 40 seconds.
Yeah, I just thought it was a little greedy there at the end.
Yeah, but Tim, you got to step on their throat. Well, I mean, there was a
You
point
were getting the ball at
after,
halftime.
I know, but there was a point where
And they had the momentum because they stopped him on fourth, but
Right. After they stopped them on fourth, you're looking at that game, and if that fumble doesn't happen, they get the field goal, you're like, this is going to be another blowout.
that's definitely how I felt it was
For a
going.
I
while,
was,
for a while, halfway through the second quarter, I'm like, oh wow, they're handling the Falcons.
mhm.
Like they are handling them. But then that's a momentum turn. Booty goes out. And then it just kind of changes.
And Drake London
Goes
just
off.
dominates
Goes
everyone.
off.
That was outrageous. When
I,
that was it
And
their
he
last
elbow
drive
dropped,
when
he
he
Macho Man Randy Savage elbow dropped Christian Gonzalez out of the game. He would have
yep,
been out. I mean, that's a 3 count. There's no kick out there.
no,
Yeah.
no,
That
he
was as
got the
clean as you can
Intercontinental
get, just your
title.
entire body weight going on another person's chest.
Yeah, I didn't realize with Gonzalez there that it was his head. I thought it was like he was like
Oh yeah, I
wind
thought it
knocked
was
out of
his
him.
clavicle.
I watched it happen and I was like, okay, wind knocked out of him, and then he didn't come back, and I was like, ooh. And I saw like after the game he said, yeah, I hit my head when I went down, so just being safe, but I'm good. And I was like, okay, well, fine. But God, they Penix couldn't do anything in the first half, and then did they switch to a zone defense or what was happening? Because there was a lot of soft spaces in the second half.
I
Yeah,
don't
I don't. I mean, towards the end of the first half, he was kind of slinging it all over the place. I think, and then it continued in the third and fourth quarter. But
some of those I mean the skill positions for the Falcons made a lot of big plays. Like that Bijan Robinson one-handed catch,
One-handed, yeah.
one-handed touchdown catch at the end of the game by Drake London. Like they were
yeah,
Yeah.
making some plays.
their offense is better than I thought it was.
Yeah,
Seeing it up close.
they have a statue as a backup quarterback that's making a lot of money in Kirk Cousins, and then Penix, you know, second year, but he might not be on the Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May level. So,
They kept Bijan under 50 yards. The streak continues.
well, yeah. Is it team or just a player? Because team wise,
Singular player.
oh, okay.
It's always been because I mean the Bills ran for over 50 yards.
Yeah, 71 total if you count. But I also like, I feel like they should, I know it doesn't make sense, but quarterback scrambling, I feel like is in a different bucket because that's a pass play that turns into a run. Like when it's a run play, it was 52 total yards
Mm. I know Penix
between,
got away on one for like 15 yards, and I was like,
yeah.
what is happening? Where are the linebackers?
So I guess a good thing to think about here is now as a 7-2 team, the playoffs are happening. You have to wonder, are they going to try and improve the pass rush? Because that is the weak point. They sacked Penix once. And I think that played a lot into Drake London's game and
There was
just in
no pressure
general. Yeah.
in the second half.
Compared
And in the
to,
first half or the first quarter, they were all over him. I was listening on the ride in. They were hitting him every time.
yeah, but they weren't sacking him.
Yeah, I
So,
listened to the first quarter too. I was late getting home, but it did sound like they were getting a lot of pressure and at least making a move in the pocket in the first quarter. But then when I got home, it looked like I don't know if they put a blocking scheme or something else. But after that, it seemed like Penix just had all the time in the world to just rip it.
yeah,
And I mean, rip it he did to Drake May, who, Tom, yeah, they were in a zone for most
London.
of the game, but like even the man coverage wasn't that great. You get a linebacker on Bijan Robinson, it's just a mismatch, no matter
There's,
what the linebacker is.
I think pre-destroying his ankle, Fred Warner might be the only linebacker that you'd be like, I'm okay. But other than that, that guy is he's ridiculous. Uh yeah, I just wonder, they got rid of Keon White, which he wasn't playing. He was a healthy scratch. And I just wonder if they have their eyes on someone like
Well, not Jalen Phillips. He just got traded to the Eagles, so
from the Dolphins.
Yeah, that was the rumor that he was going to be the Patriots target, but the Eagles got him
How,
somehow
when did that happen?
Just
30
now.
minutes ago.
Oh, man.
Did Adam Schefter just text you?
Yeah, well, we were talking
Tim,
about it.
Hey, Tim, I knew you're on the air. Go ahead and break
Tim,
this.
that's what you gotta do. You gotta hold your phone up and go, oh, hold on, I'm getting something. Tim, I think we have now just carved out a niche
Mhm.
for you. That your buddy at the jail.
I think you just struck out. I think you were 0 for 3 on all of
Niche,
those.
niche,
Yeah.
niche.
You're
Um,
nailing it.
your buddy that needs us to have a niche at the jail. Uh, Two things. The ground was hard enough, and then
This is a different guy, if I didn't know.
but you should become our insider. I think it would be
Okay.
hilarious. No, but I'm
Oh.
serious. I think it would be so funny
Oh.
if you just started reaching out to people and being like, emailing, "Hey, I have a podcast, and I'm just wondering if we could talk about something like this." Just like
What are you
it would be,
hearing?
it would be the funniest thing in the world if Tim actually got sources.
Tim's
I'll
going to
get
be
some
our
sources.
information man.
Oh my God, Tim, please. If anything happens through the rest of the time we do this podcast, can you please at least get one source?
Okay.
You
Close
can
to
get a
the team?
source.
Any team, it could be the Celtics, it could be the
Oh,
Patriots, the Red Sox,
I thought when he
anyone.
meant any team, it was going to be like the Brockton Rocks. And he
Yeah.
was going to be like, I got the equipment manager. He owes me a favor. And he told
Well,
me
that's the thing, Tim.
He came through the jail. He said,
Where's
I'll
where's
get you on the
Jimmy?
he
back
must
end.
have a former student that that has a that's right sided.
Tim, where's Jimmy Gore working on fields these days? Is
Somewhere
it
in North
still UConn?
Carolina?
Oh, he
No,
moved.
somewhere in North
Oh, he
Carolina.
went to UConn. Damn. All right. You got to find someone that you know that works for a team and
Okay.
start working your way up.
I'm gonna know this person already?
I don't know. Find someone that you're like they're the an usher at Gillette.
Hey guys, I gotta go make some donuts. I'll see you.
Okay, bye, Jack. I
All
think
right.
that would be
I'll look into it.
hilarious.
Noah Ambrose has got to be hooked up somewhere in the Boston scene. I think he owns a restaurant.
There you go. Okay, start small. Start with a restaurant owner. Hey, Joe Mazzulla was in here having ravioli last night.
He
I
didn't like
overheard him say Sam Hauser's got an ankle. Something like that.
it.
Okay?
All right.
That's what the people need. Uh so going back to the game, Tim, it was it wasn't the most fun second half they've had in the last 6 weeks, but they're 7-2. This is insane. This is wild that they're this far ahead of the rest of the pack because I guess the Bills are only a game behind. But even if they were tied right now, the Patriots would have a lead. The Patriots leapt the Broncos and now are in the 2 seed,
Now,
which go
the
ahead.
Patriots technically have a two-game lead on the Bills, right?
Well, that's
Because
what
the
I mean. If
Bills
they were
lost to the
tied,
Falcons,
yeah.
but the Bills lost to the Falcons.
Oh, you're right. You're right. But how does the breakdown go? Head to head, and then is it
Well, that's why the Colts are ahead of the Patriots still, because the Patriots lost to the Steelers and the Colts lost to the Steelers.
you mean the Colts beat the Steelers?
No,
Okay.
we lost. Had the
Yeah.
Patriots beaten the Steelers, they would be the number one seed. I
Well,
guess.
they would also be 8-1. They'd have a better record.
Well, there you go. That's just science.
Um, yeah, so I don't know if it's interdivision or um interconference, what the second tiebreaker is. It should be common opponents second. Oh, I'm gonna keep vamping here because Tim is
Am I
frozen.
frozen? Oh,
You were
okay.
frozen, but I kept going.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Internet connection is unstable. I think the one big win from this
I gotta get on the horn with Bill, your HOA guy.
game was the Patriots were riding high, and I feel like midway through the second quarter, they thought it was going to be a blowout. And the Falcons pushed back, and they were still able to win. So hopefully that takes them down a notch going into the Bucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Just so we are to focus on what we were just talking about. So the tiebreaker is head to head, then best winning percentage in games within the division, and then common games, which I just find stupid.
Hmm.
So right now, my guess is that Broncos are ahead because the fourth tiebreaker is win-loss within the conference, and they
Patriots have two.
have two, and the second Broncos loss was the Eagles.
So they're the 3 seed.
No, the Patriots are the 2 seed.
The
I mean,
Broncos are the 1 seed.
Broncos are the 1 seed, Patriots are the two. No, Colts are the 1 seed,
Yeah.
Patriots. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the
I mean, the Patriots schedule is easy,
oh,
but I
totally.
don't
Yeah.
think the Giants, Bills, Ravens stretch is going to be.
Well, the Ravens have proven now that they don't actually suck.
And it's weird that number one or two MVP favorite for the past 3 years makes a big difference on a
Yeah.
team.
Who would have guessed? Uh,
Also, the quarterback. I don't know.
next week's going to be interesting. Next week is against the Bucks. Um,
It's
they are
in
coming
Tampa
off a
too, I
bye.
think, right?
Yep. So this was actually probably, I'm not saying they're definitely going to lose, but it was good they didn't lose this game. Like, didn't blow it against a team that's worse because you're
Are the
going up at
Falcons decent? Because we talked
it.
about this last week where there's no like dominant NFL team, and I think we saw that again yesterday.
Mhm.
Maybe besides the Seahawks, who seem like they can score 40 if they want any game.
Yeah, the Commanders are pretty awful though.
But I'm like, we saw the Steelers, who we don't think are very good, beat the Colts,
Yeah,
who I think came back to earth. I mean, 6 turnovers, you can't win. We saw that against the Steelers.
yeah. Um, I also think, you know, Jonathan Taylor wasn't going to have the greatest running back season ever. I think next week, I don't know if they play next week, but next week they could go back and he could rush for 140 yards and 2 touchdowns again.
Yeah.
But he probably won't because they're no, no, they're not on a bye. When do they play? Oh, they play that. They're playing in Berlin, or I
Oh,
should say Berlin. It's different than the town next to us growing up.
yeah. More German.
Much more German, yes. Uh so against the Bucks, it's they're the Bucks are a 2.5 point favorite according to what I just Googled. I think that's Yahoo.
So that really
Uh
saying they're even, right?
well, yeah, I
Isn't
guess
it 3 points for home field generally?
yeah, that might have shifted recently, but yeah. But the booty injury plays a part.
Yeah,
Um,
hamstring. That's not good.
yeah. And then the Bucks have a ton of injuries as well. Like, is Ibuka gonna play? Is Bucky Irving gonna play?
Ibuka played
So
last.
did he?
Yep.
Oh, he did come back. Um, so you know, Evans is on injured reserve. Hassan Reddick is out. Chris Godwin's out. Bucky Irving's out, and Luke Haggard, one of their tackles, is out. But that was the 28th, and they didn't play this week. So I don't know. It's scary. Bucky Irving's one of those running backs out of the backfield that
Yeah.
scares you. Um, if Godwin and Ibuka are out there, that's really good receivers. And Baker is a Spitfire, Tim. He's a dirt dog.
Yeah. I'm a big guy.
He's a gym rat.
I um I feel like we're kind of playing with house money at this point.
Well, we all agreed last week that we don't think they're going to win 10 in a row. And I was feeling that yesterday in the second half. I was like, okay, 10 in a row is ridiculous. That's leading up to the Ravens, I believe. And
Bills.
oh, it would be the Bills. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because the Ravens were pretty terrible. Uh, so Ravens look better, Bucks look good. They're 6-2, so they're they're about even. I don't know. I If Baker gets cooking, it's I I don't worry much about like Irving or Rashad White against the run defense because their run defense is shutting down tons of people. But the passing game, if Penix looked that good, Baker and those wide receivers, if they're healthy, could look really good.
It was I didn't like Drake London was their number one wide receiver, obviously, but nobody else really got any balls outside of Pitts and Bijan. I don't understand how, and maybe we just don't, you don't see it on the all 22, you just see it on TV. That 30-yard gainer by London in the fourth quarter on third down and 15, I think.
Hmm.
How is he that open? Out of
Yeah,
everybody on the
it's
field.
tough. I don't know.
And I get
But
it, like Penix scrambles a little bit, so there's a breakdown in coverage, but he's not the guy you break down in coverage.
mhm. Yeah, but I mean, Tim, that's my argument all the time. Sometimes receivers are just really good because I
Yeah.
still don't think Tyreek Hill has a route tree,
He's
but
just
he
best.
was always open, you know? And
I'm excited
you
for next week.
yeah, yes, I am excited for a game that actually matters. Um, I might I might show my kids The Godfather or something. I need like a 3 hour long movie.
Do you think
That's
that'll
gonna
hold their attention?
well, there's a couple slower scenes, but I don't know. You know, the way Michael ascends to the top of the family, I
Hmm.
think that will catch them.
Yeah, yeah. It might be tricky to catch Josie, but I think Theo will jump right in.
Yeah, Theo will have some questions. The the toll booth scene will be tough for him though.
Mhm.
I don't know if they'll understand it, but uh all right. You want to talk about some of the other games that happened?
Yeah.
So let's start. Everyone would think you want to start with Chiefs Bills, but we're not.
No, we're
Because
different.
this because the Cincinnati Bengals, Tim,
I
the
don't.
Cincinnati Bengals came back, had a wild comeback to take the lead. I think it was 42-41 over
Yep.
the Bears. And like Jack texted us. I was behind on everything because we had work in the house and I was cleaning, so I didn't start the Patriots till like 2:30. And Jack was like, "Holy shit, the Bengals." So now I'm like intrigued. And I watched the full 20-minute recap on YouTube and I was enthralled. So they come back, they're down 41-27 late in the fourth. And
Under
they
2 minutes.
yes, and they come back and take the lead with what, 40 seconds left?
Hmm.
Caleb Williams hits a tight end across the middle and he just bounces off two guys and touchdown.
Do you know who that tight end is?
No, who was it?
Cortland Loveland, who was drafted above Ty Warren,
There you
who
go.
incidentally I dropped to make roster space because he never gets the ball
Oh,
for a kicker.
Tim, that's why you have never won a fantasy championship in your life. I have
So,
one win, so I'm not one to talk.
but yeah, they showed a still frame, which I mean, they always can pull any singular still frame, but it's of both the Bengals hitting the tight end,
Hmm.
and it just says, and the Bengals lost on this play because he just
They
spins out.
their defense. You know, you see the offense, and you know Zach Taylor is there for as an offensive coach, but there comes a point where you have to be like, it's not working.
Yeah,
It's
I think it should have been against the Jets. Why would you do this 2 weeks in a row?
it's broken. You also need to talk to your training staff. Why is your superstar quarterback getting hurt every year? T. Higgins and Jamar Chase allow you to put up 42 points with a 42-year-old quarterback, but you got to add more. You got to protect Joe Burrow. You have to get a linebacker or a corner, something. I can't believe I can't imagine watching that in real time. Like I knew something major happened. That's it's so crazy. And I feel bad for Flacco.
I can't imagine being a Bengals fan.
No, I think it's a
You
long
just
history
lost
of
to the
this too.
Jets and the Bears in horrific fashion.
Yeah. Which actually, what's their record? They are 2-6 or 3-6. So they could be 5-4, which is second in the division. You're a half game behind Pittsburgh. If you beat the Jets and the Bears, if you just make one tackle
In both games.
or one sack, it's like maybe you let Hendrickson go and get a couple B plus pieces instead of that one edge rusher.
That you won't pay.
Right.
So
It's I'm I'm convinced there are teams. We talked about this via text after the Dolphins lost on Thursday night. Like, why wouldn't you wake up on Friday and fire Mike McDaniel? At this point, you're just like, we're gonna focus on the highest pick we can get. Get rid of McDaniel and get a quarterback. And with the Bengals, they're probably just like, why make the change now? It's November. Ride it out, and then
I don't think Zach Taylor gets fired
I don't know.
because he's
I
just
don't.
going to say, well, I don't have Joe Burrow.
But you scored 42 points without him. You
Yeah.
have Higgins and Chase. You have you traded. I don't know why the Browns did it, but you got a quarterback who can get the ball to those guys, even though he's a million years old. I don't think Taylor lasts. He's like riding that Super Bowl trip, which they
Mm.
didn't win. Like Super Bowl winning coaches get fired. He didn't even win it.
Belichick won 6 of them.
What do you got? Lemon?
Lemon.
Hey Puller, we get over 100 views now.
Can you bring back triple
Spot
berry in a can?
Can
It's
you
not that
sponsor
hard.
us?
It's 3 berries.
Yeah, but you don't know which ones.
I think I do. I think it's
Okay.
raspberry, blackberry, blueberry.
All right.
Picture.
So now the big game of the weekend was Bills Chiefs.
Oh, are we
Oh,
going
you
right
you
into
had
Bills?
more?
Too? Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
How about are we going to go back to the 1 o'clock games?
Well, let's just talk. Yeah, let's talk about I would have started Bills Chiefs, but I started with the most absurd thing I've seen in a while since
How
the
about the Packers losing again to a shit team?
yeah, I don't get them. I'm but they
Everybody
got
talks about their offense. They scored 13 points again.
yeah, I don't and they Kraft got hurt.
Did you see it? Whew.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I'll
You got to
Google
go
it.
right to the old knee and went backwards.
Yeah, that's ugly. Yeah, I don't get them. They're just like unstoppable against the Steelers, who then look good this week, and then they suck against bad team. Maybe that's it. Maybe they're just like, we're gonna crush this team, and then they don't. I don't
Mm.
know. But yeah, and it wasn't the score stupid like 13-10? What was it? 16
16 to
13.
13. Game
Yeah.
winning field goal.
I don't get it. I don't trust them. I would hate Luckily I don't bet because I would hate to ever have to put money on them or any game they were in.
Yeah, that would have been a tough one. I bet a lot of people lost money on that. And the Lions. The Lions losing to the Vikings.
Yeah, I at least yeah, that was a surprise too. So it's like maybe JJ McCarthy can play.
I think he had a terrible game.
Oh, did he?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Um,
Well, 27 points against that Lions defense isn't terrible. Let's see.
no, I mean 82.6
Stats. Oh, 143
QBR,
yards. Yeah.
interception.
Yeah, okay. Not great. But uh didn't he rushed for a touchdown. Uh yeah, I mean, how lucky are the Packers that the Lions lost that game. It's just, I swear, no one wants to win, no one wants to like distance themselves from the pack anywhere
Seahawks.
except the Seahawks. But that division isn't, well, no, they're in second place, Tim. They're tied with the Rams.
I know that division's good. I
They are.
guess do we have to finally say that Mac Jones is good? I don't.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
No. The
There's
Rams are the
nobody on
team.
that team. It's
Christian
Christian
McCaffrey is
McCaffrey
pretty
is the
damn
only.
good.
He's the only thing they have.
George Kittle.
I don't know. Mac Jones is
Mac,
he's spinning that ball.
yeah,
Hate
it
his
makes you
face,
wonder
and he
if
had a bloody
having an
nose yesterday.
actual offensive mind helps. He also got 106 yards from McCaffrey and 53 from Brian Robinson on the ground.
Mm,
And then McCaffrey also had 67 receiving yards.
he had a
Let's
pretty
be
decent.
honest, a lot of those are swing passes. I bet when Brock Purdy is healthy, Mac Jones happily put that baseball hat back on him.
Did you happen to see the last play of the Raiders Jags game?
No, that's one I missed because I was just like catching up and I watched the Bills Chiefs.
So the Jags scored in overtime on fourth and goal. I think they
Hmm.
tried three QB sneaks
Hmm.
before Liam Cohen, I assume, said to Trevor Lawrence, "You're 6'3". Can you just jump
Hmm.
over the line instead
Yeah.
of trying to go underneath it?" And so they scored. Raiders go right down the field. Brock Bowers touchdown, and Geno Smith threw it directly. He had probably three wide open guys. He threw it
Hmm.
directly into a defensive lineman's hand.
Yeah. Gino might have lost his mojo.
So,
Makes you wonder, maybe things, if you see Sam Darnold, things are good right now in Seattle. Maybe that was not the situation he wanted to leave, but I think Mike McDonald wanted him to leave.
well,
Yeah,
Sam
I don't.
Darnold's only good till December.
Right. Then he starts slowing down. So can we talk about the Bills and
Yeah, let's talk
Chiefs
about
now?
it.
Jesus. I'm I, I can't watch games where Patrick Mahomes plays
Mm.
because the he has you right where he wants you when he has third and 16 and then underthrows the ball and it's like, okay, it's fourth and 17. Let's go for it in a weird time. And just the guy's open.
They're
For,
always open.
third and 12, guy's open. He's just making these passes, but nothing infuriates me more than the underthrown pass that like his receiver settles under
Just
or
locking
runs.
it up to Tyreek.
Yeah, at least he would like hit Tyreek Hill in stride a lot. Now it's like Xavier Worthy has to come back 3 yards, and the defenders are still running that way.
Mm.
But they didn't have enough magic yesterday, and I was like, Jesus Christ, they're going to tie this game when they had a chance at the end.
Yeah, I did too.
And then
I
the
also didn't. What do you think of McDermott's call to kick the field goal?
I would have done it. I
You
know
would have
people are
done.
like punt it, but it's like the chance more than not he's going to hit that. And it's just like, okay, he doinked it, but then it's you don't think about it. Then you just
Yeah,
let
then
them
it's over.
collect their
Yeah.
stats. But and like what if the Chiefs are like all out punt block and block it? Like you could
Yeah.
block a punt.
Or you kick the. Well, I'm not saying it either way
They
because
get
that close, you better have a really good punter because if he punts it out of the back of the end zone, they're on the 35 anyway, right? Or is it the 20?
I think it's the 20 on punts. Or is it the 30?
I
Uh
just thought it was the same as a kickoff.
punt. It's not as egregious as a kickoff. Um and no, they receive it at the 20.
Okay. So I guess that's not. I mean, you gave him 20 something yards. But I agree. People were saying it, why don't you just punt it? And it's because Well, if he hits the field goal, the game's over. I mean, that's pretty.
Yeah, there you go. Like I was like, okay, I was watching it happen. I would never thought of punting. I just why? You were
Right.
they were just like too close. So the options are give the ball, give them a couple extra yards, 7 extra yards, I think it turns out to be because it's where it's kicked from. If you miss a field goal
Mhm.
or end the game. Like I know some people are like you got to punt it and pin them back, but the chances of it being within the five are not good.
No. Yeah.
So, and then on the other side of the ball, Josh Allen is the fully formed uh Drake May. It's like if Drake May reaches that, I'm going to be thrilled because he is just mean out there. He
He
throws
was my
sidearm
favorite.
throws, he just knocks people over. He had two sneaks for a touchdown, I think.
Yeah. I think it was like a Bills fuck you to the Chiefs. They were better. Like they were just better than the Chiefs the whole
Yeah,
game.
but they have to do it in the playoffs. They've done it 5 times in the regular season.
And finally somebody hit Mahomes. He got crushed
Yes,
and
I
it was
saw that
awesome.
and I was like, I have to bring this up. And there was no flag.
Yeah, it was clean as the day is long.
Jack, you're back. We're talking about the
Hello.
Bills and the Chiefs.
Fun game. For a little bit, there was the sense in me that even with 22 seconds, I was just like, oh boy, here it comes.
I thought they were
Well,
going to move down the field.
you worry there about the hell that I'm just gonna chuck it, try and get a pass
65-yard pass
interference,
interference. Yeah, exactly.
Although
especially
I
at
don't
the end
think
there.
Mahomes
Well,
had the has the arm there
I
on that last play.
No,
didn't
he
Bosa
didn't.
bury him.
I don't think he got hit that hard. I think he had enough time to get the throw off. But yeah, it's weird to see Josh Allen rip one from like 85 yards and then see like Pat Mahomes throw a duck.
Right.
It
Also, I
wasn't a
think
duck, it was a 50-yard spiral, but he had to throw it 70 yards.
do you think more teams will look at that and change what they do on the Hail Mary? Like they've rushed five.
Tim,
Instead of everybody other team rushes two and gives the quarterback all the time in the world to wind up and throw it into the end zone. Mahomes was running around back there. He never had a chance.
you know my theory on anything prevent.
You love prevent defense.
It's I would think teams should play it 60 minutes a game. No,
Yeah.
I Hail Marys are a different situation, but yeah, why not have 7 guys drop back and rush four? Because they have 5 linemen and a quarterback. So
Yeah.
you still have more guys in the backfield in the defensive backfield than they do.
Where do you stand on putting a tight end all the way back?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up.
Who can't tackle?
I don't stand. I lie down for that because that's the Miami Miracle, right?
Yeah.
Gronk taking the worst angle of all time because he's a tight end and not a
Yeah.
safety.
Yeah.
And also, didn't they have McCourty then? Didn't they have good tight end or good safeties?
I'm sure McCourty was out there.
Yeah.
They took a safety off the field.
That's not. They probably took a defensive line off field and just said, "Hey, go. Maybe you'll get an
Yeah,
interception."
you're gonna knock it down. What is that? Like,
Then put another defensive back.
right, who does it all the time?
I
Yeah.
mean, we're reaching deep in the past for that.
It was
Also,
hurtful.
like, but
Hurt the playoff chances that year.
it wasn't 2010 Gronk. That
No.
was 2018. I'm retiring after with the Super Bowl Gronk.
Yeah.
Only to unretire
I know.
and win another one.
All right. Well, we covered all the bases. I think now it's time to go to baseball.
Let's do
So,
it.
okay. Tim, you want to take the lead here?
Yeah, I thought it was a great series.
Huh?
Um, 18 innings is too much. Games
Yep.
ending at 3 in the morning, or it's
Not
just
wrong. You are not
I
wrong.
didn't I didn't stay up for that one.
um do you guys feel as there was chicanery with the ball getting stuck or a heads up play?
I
I
think
think
I'm
that's a
going to
ground
need
rule
both of
double.
you to just practice some pronunciations tonight in the mirror.
Ch ch
Chicanery
chicanery?
and
I
no,
say it's chicanery.
it's the rules.
Chicanery.
Yeah, that's a ground rule double.
You're a shit can. That's what you just sounded like.
But I heard people saying the Blue Jays blew game 6. I don't think that's the case. I mean, the double play was tough, but it's not like you are 2 outs away from winning the World Series and you let up a home run to the 9 hitter, which happened the next day.
Damn.
That was that very similar to how the Blue Jays won the ALCS for Mariners fans. Blue Jays fans are gonna think about this forever.
Oh, big time. Yeah, that's a
That
tough loss. 18
was
innings, and
brutal.
then to lose the way they did with the Miguel Rojas, who now I guess takes over the Rajai Davis space, Tom. Remember the
Yeah,
Cleveland,
because they won. It
Chicago?
was the
Yeah.
same thing. Yeah.
And
You know all
just
these
an
guys.
unlikely source to hit a home run when your team was dead. Um, and it goes against the entire Dodgers are ruining baseball because Miguel Rojas hit that home run and Andy Pajes made that catch in center when Kike Hernandez inexplicably tried to catch the ball like Willie Mays.
Yeah.
Tom, I know you said it, and I couldn't agree more. If the World Series ended with Kike Hernandez trying to be more spectacular than Kike Hernandez is, I would have slept like a baby and congratulated the Toronto Blue Jays. But Andy Pajes saved his ass because there was no way he was catching that ball like that.
No, and you even look at the um angles, the replays when Pajes caught it. Kike was short. He was gonna try and over the shoulder basket catch it, and it was gonna go past his glove.
Yeah.
He was
That
playing
would have been
in
fun to
because I
watch.
think he had to play in for the a single, but yeah, that was wild. Like honestly, your boy Jack, Dave Roberts had a hell of a game 7.
Is that right?
Well, if you think
Yeah. Oh, well, I
he
get it.
he noticed he pretty early on was like, you know what, Shohei doesn't have it. I'm pulling Shohei Ohtani. And then he
I
made
could have told
defensive
you that after the
switches.
first inning.
I was gonna
Thanks.
say,
Thanks, Tim.
I mean, that
A
wasn't
lot of
a
balls.
Shohei didn't have it. That was Bo Bichette crushed a 410-foot home run to left.
Sure. But I'm just saying, he let up those guys. He put the guys on
I
base.
think
Then he let
I
up the
think he
homer.
got I think yes, I think he had a good game, and I think he finally, and granted it's game 7, so anything goes. I mean, last game of the year, you're not gonna hold back anything right now. Um, and so it is bailed by glass. He got bailed out by Glass now, and I modern day Randy Johnson, Yoshinobu Yamamoto just coming in and pitching 2 days in a row. And not only pitching, just getting the job done.
Yeah, Joe Davis and John Smoltz could have brought up Randy Johnson's name a little sooner on the broadcast. They kept glossing over that, and I was like, this exact thing happened. This exact thing. Uh, I mean, the thing is it was such a good series. It made you forget that our preseason preview pod, me and Jack were like, the Dodgers are winning the World Series. And then they did, but the series was so good and
Yeah,
so
they're
heartbreaking.
inevitable.
But the 3 losses for the Blue Jays were the 18 inning game with crazy defensive plays and bad base running. The game 6 where Jack's gone.
Oh
Ground
boy,
rule double.
I'm in.
A ground rule double where if they just go and try and grab the ball, it's an inside the park home run. And then they get doubled off to lose game 6 on a ball. I'm sure you saw this number, Tim. The ball, I guess, had a 77% chance of dropping in. So that's why they were like, it was a great play by Kike Hernandez. And then The crazy shit that ended Game 7
Yeah, I
there.
mean that's three tough losses. The
Right.
18 inning, the ground rule double thing I understand as a rule, but I think it's a lot different when it goes into like the ivy at Wrigley as opposed to just getting trapped. Like the center fielder clearly knew what he was doing. He could have just grabbed the ball.
No,
And he
so
was a
in
defensive substitution right before it.
yeah, he's the same guy that made the catch in center field the next day. No, Tim, but the ground rule is if it gets wedged under there and you can't pull it out, don't reach for it.
Yeah. It was a heads up play.
Tim, it's like when you used to hit lasers at the Stag Dome and get stuck in the chain link fence. They're not going to go get it. They're just putting their hands up.
Yeah, that's true. Used to dent the ball.
Or when a kid hit 3 home runs off me in the same game, and at one point Travis tried to put his hands up because it went in the woods where there's no fence,
Mm.
and the other coach said it went in the air. That's a home run. Travis tried. I appreciate it, but that was a home run.
Um, yeah, it's a tough way for the Blue Jays to lose. I don't
Ooh.
know enough about Dave Roberts to understand why Jack hates him.
Oh, he pulls guys early. Um, I personally could never hate Dave Roberts because he
Right.
stole that base, but he Clayton Kershaw had a perfect game going and he pulled him after 6 innings.
In the playoffs?
No, just a regular game, but it was a
That's
perfect game.
yeah. Well, he has a terrible playoff record, so I wouldn't.
Man, I wish Jack was still here because Kershaw was warming up, and I said to Jack, I texted him, Jesus Christ, they won't put Kershaw in, will they?
They
Because
put him
that was
in
his
game five, right?
in the 18 inning game. You
Yeah,
kind
they
of
had
have
to.
to, but um, that was his last game ever. If he came in and lost the World Series, that is the cherry on top of a terrible career of playoff wins or losses.
That would have been.
But Tim, again, not really your purview here, but the 2026 season is going to be a full season. Then there's going to probably be a lockout, which is going to suck because
What are they locking out
baseball.
for?
The I think the owners want a salary cap. I think the owners um,
Why don't they just
don't.
trick the players like they did in the NBA?
Yeah, and have like the second apron,
Yeah.
which is just a hard cap. I don't know. Yeah, you say that, but like Tatum's making like $70 million a year.
Right. Now they can't pay for a center.
Well, have you seen Nemus Queta?
Yeah,
Is it
a lot.
Nemus?
I've seen him too much.
Tim, that's all. Yeah, yeah, I got his name right. Uh, all energy, Tim.
Yeah, he's a hustle
Boards,
guy.
boards, boards. Hey, Tim, why not? My not.
Are people
Did you
doing
see?
that? I don't think you
He
can
did
do
it.
that on
He
the.
did it in an interview, and I
Oh,
was like, okay, it's kind of like giving yourself a nickname, but that's fine.
yeah.
All
It's
right,
tough.
Tim.
It's a tough one.
Well,
Well, I
the
would have brought more
Dodgers
to the
won,
baseball thing, but I don't know much about it.
but don't you watch the games?
I did. I mean, I fall asleep instantly.
Yeah. You need a different job.
You think so?
Oh, hold on. Let's leave on this. We had a Halloween party
Yep.
Friday night. You and me and another dad are in the my garage chatting it up. Your son, 6 years old, his son, 6 years old, come in from the house, which we didn't know they were in, and say, "We got the glow stick." So apparently they were playing with glow sticks, and they
I
ended
would
up.
say me and the other father did notice them go in the house,
Oh,
and they
okay,
just said they were getting it.
okay.
Location unknown.
Location unknown. Location turns out was hanging off my roof in some capacity. Now my roof isn't very high. It's
They're
about
six.
they're six. They're six, so it doesn't matter the height of the roof. They were like, "We got this off the roof." And the three of us instantly are like, please explain this. Well, they put a like a patio end table, I guess you would call it, just a table, like it sits
Mhm.
between two Adirondack chairs, and a regular patio furniture chair up against each other. Then they come into my kitchen and get a stool, like a bar stool that we have in our kitchen, put it on top of those two things. One of them climbs up while your son, Griff, is stabling it.
That's what he was stable in it. Nothing
They
was
were
gonna.
very sure to tell us over and over, it's okay, he stabled it.
Yeah,
And they got it from my roof.
they didn't ask us for help. I
They
mean,
didn't. It was great ingenuity by them. I went up
how
later because
close to
they
the railing we talking here?
would never have gone. If the whole stool tipped over, Will would have been in a rough spot.
Mm.
But more than that, because normally what would happen was like kick out and Will would kind of fall down.
That's if he didn't have a stabler.
Right. He had his stabler. It was the proximity to a very steep flight of stairs that goes down into my yard.
Oh, how'd they get on that side of the house?
They opened my screen door.
No, I know that, but they were throwing it from the driveway.
Oh, it probably rolled.
Oh, good for them.
But then they got one on the very tippy top of the roof, and that's when I discovered what they were doing. I was
Mm.
like, what do you mean it's on my roof? Now I'm intrigued. And they were checking it out because they were just coming up and walking and standing right on my patio table and looking. They were like, "Oh, it's up there." And it was this one is still on the peak of my roof unless the wind blew it down, I don't know. But I was like, "Guys, you're not getting that one." And they were like, "Yeah." And Griff just goes, "Santa will get it." So, the big man's going to get it for us. I don't have to
That's
worry about
good.
getting up
Clean that
there.
roof up.
Yeah. All right, Tim. That is spread like wildfire. And let me tell you what, the grandparents don't find it that funny. I think it's hilarious.
I thought it was great.
I think the fact that they're smart enough to have a stabler,
Hmm.
it was when they said, don't worry, he stabled it, I almost pooped my pants. That was so funny. Like, don't worry, guys. Don't freak out.
He stabled it.
Oh, the best. All right,
They
Tim.
they could cause some trouble later on.
Yeah, I kind of put it together talking to mom about it, and I was like, oh shit, those two are both 6.
Mm.
They're the same age. And you know what? They did adventurous shit together, so they're gonna want to do it again. They're like they got the taste.
Yeah, they probably can't be left alone for a couple years.
Yeah, do and don't take them to Will's house because that's the woods.
That's all
Who
Griff wants to
knows?
do.
Yeah,
He's like,
there you
he
go.
has a motorcycle? And I
Yep.
said, yeah.
He has a dirt bike. He has a
You don't know how
go-kart.
to ride a regular bike. I don't know if we need to have any CCs added to this.
Oh, Jesus. All right, Tim.
All right.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.